workers rallied in cities across the country on Wednesday for what some called a national day of action. It was a protest of the Trump administration's cuts to federal funding and notably staff. There were protests here in the state of Idaho, but we're going to take you beyond to Portland, Oregon, where hundreds gathered outside their federal building to send a message to the Trump administration. Catherine Cook at our sister station in Portland talked to a man who drove 5 hours to make sure his voice is heard.
No king, no crown, we won't back down.
Outside the federal building in Northeast Portland, a message to the Trump administration as mass federal layoffs continue.
You don't need to come in with a sledgehammer and knock everything down and disrupt people's lives and take their jobs away from them.
Patty Espy is a retired nurse. She's shaken by layoffs at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and National Institutes of Health. The federal agencies have lost about 5,200 workers as diseases like bird flu and COVID-19 bear down.
I worked back in the day when AIDS first came, and if it wasn't for the CDC and the National Institute of Health to help us, we didn't know what it was. We didn't know how to take care of the patients.
I was fired yesterday morning.
Dane Gallish drove 5.5 hours to be here. He was a botanist at the Immigrant Creek Ranger District in the Malheur National Forest, one of 5 people fired there so far.
My former coworkers who are showing up every morning to serve their country at the ranger station are living in fear, and they can't come and talk to you guys about this. So someone's got to.
It's scary. There's fear of backlash.
Rachel, a federal healthcare worker, helped organize this rally. She believes these cuts are impacting all Americans, not just the federal employees losing their jobs.
We are here today to remind the public of who we are, to celebrate what we do, and to let this country know that we do want to serve.
The federal building behind these protesters is home to the Bonneville Power Administration. Since January, the Trump administration has cut more than 400 BPA jobs. Over the weekend, they restored 30 of those positions, jobs which could impact reliability or other important functions of BPA. Those here say it's a nod to the danger and uncertainty of these massive federal cuts.
And it's not my job, it's not the National Forest System. I am more concerned about our democracy.
Nationally, America's parks brought in $55.6 billion to the economy, supporting more than 400,000 jobs. Here in Idaho, 44 pay-at National Forest employees lost their jobs last week. In the state of Washington, there is already a trailhead closed because of the layoffs, and people can expect closed campgrounds, locked toilets, and unmaintained trails. Protesters are demanding no cuts to vital services, no mass layoffs, and they are calling for an end to the federal funding freeze.